Do you know what it's like to be 70 pounds overweight? You want to know the definition of sedulous? A person showing dedication and diligence. It's meticulous, unrelenting dedication to health and fitness. Sedulously fit.
Now we're going to talk about the leg press machine. So this machine is pretty popular too in the gym, but I caution people who are new to the leg press to be very, very careful. If you've never done this before, do this without any weight on it first. And this is actually basically really, really lightweight, but I'm going to demonstrate it at lightweight just so you can get an idea of how to do this properly. Because the risk of injury is quite high with this machine, I really want you to be careful if you've never done this before. So this machine also has a lot of safety mechanisms in place to keep you from getting hurt. And one of those is a locking mechanism that I'm going to demonstrate to keep this weight from falling on you if for some reason you feel like you don't have the weight in your control. So first off, there are gears here that you can unlock and lock depending on when you're ready to start your workout. You're going to be placing your legs somewhere about shoulder width, so you don't want them to be close together like this. You don't want them to be just straight in front of you either. You kind of want to have just a slight turnout of the legs. Somewhere right about here. Find what's comfortable for you. I don't want to tell you that it has to be definitely here, but you do want to have a little bit of a slight turnout of your feet. You don't want them to be too high up either. They don't go up this high. They also don't go this low. Somewhere right in the middle, place your feet here and have a little bit of a slight turnout, okay? So what's going to happen is you're going to lay your back flat onto the bench. You also don't want to be leaning forward. That's incorrect form. You want to lay back in a comfortable position. Then you want to press the leg press up. Don't lock your knees out. Make sure you have a slight bend in your knees. Then you're going to release the safety mechanism. So again, this is what keeps this weight from falling on you. If you have, for instance, put too much weight on it, you're going to unlock this, and now the weight is in your control. And so what you're going to do is bring your knees into your chest, like so. Boom, right about here. Push it up. Don't lock your legs again. Keep a slight bend in your knees. Bring it to your chest. Boom. Push it back up. So what's important is you're not lifting up off the bench. When you're doing these presses, you stay flush with the chair. Back straight and comfortable. Bring it down. Push it back up. Just like this. Okay, so you want to have a full range of motion, but you don't want to lock your legs out. This weight gets really heavy. You're locking your legs out, you're going to have a problem. You want to be able to make sure that you have control of this. Just like that. Then, when you get done and you feel like you've done enough reps, you're going to bring it back together and lock it. And now it's safe. You can take your legs down. So that's the leg press. Now we're going to go to the king of all exercises, back squat, and then lastly we'll cover deadlifts. Okay guys, so now we're going to cover the king of all leg workouts, and it's the back squat. It's the typical first leg workout that people learn when they're really starting to get into strict training seriously. Back squat is a huge component. If besides the deadlift, this is like the king of leg workouts. So what's important here, and what I want to reiterate, is safety. Just like I said for the leg press, you really want to make sure if you're doing this movement, you know what you're doing, you know proper form. If you don't know, and you're in the gym with maybe somebody that you're working out with, a workout partner that knows how to do this, ask them to show you how to do it correctly if you don't understand what I'm telling you right now in this video, okay? If you remember from the arm workout, the barbell itself is 45 pounds. When you add on weights, you can just calculate how much weight you're adding based on 45 pounds. So in this case, if you add 25s on both sides, you're looking at 95 pounds. And so that's what I'm going to demonstrate today with this lift. First off, can incorporate some safety mechanisms. Some people like to do this with a lifting belt. If you feel like you need that extra back support, today I'm not going to be using a lifting belt. Also, you can wear shoes that are specially made for back squatting. These include your basic weightlifting shoes. You can find at any like Reebok store or any CrossFit store, things like that. Also, you can order them offline. Just look up basic weightlifting shoes. You can find those. They'll help give you support when you're doing your back squat so that you stay on your heels, which is extremely important when you're doing a back squat. You stay on your heels throughout the entire lift. Okay, so now I'm going to demonstrate how to do a proper back squat. So what you're going to do is you're going to place your hands about a little bit wider than your shoulders, and you're going to put your neck underneath the bar. What's the first thing that I want to talk about though is the height of the bar. You want to make sure this is not super tall. Like you don't want a back squat where, say for instance, because I am a tall person, I still wouldn't put the bar this high up so that I just have to stand up and I'm already here. No, what you're going to do is you're going to lower the bar somewhere about chest height, so you'll be able to go under the bar and pick it up, use your legs to help lift it. You don't want it to already be somewhere high up where you're just standing up straight and it's already just on your shoulders. Okay, so first set the height of the bar somewhere where it's safe for you to bend under the bar and pick it up. You're going to place your feet right a little bit wider than your shoulders, and you're going to point them out just slightly. And what you're going to do is you're going to lift the bar up on your back. It's your back that's holding the bar, not your hands that's pushing it up or anything. It's your back that's supporting this bar. That's important to know. And you're going to just back up slightly. So what you want to do is stay on your heels, and you're going to bend down into a squat. Just like you do in your air squats, just get a good range of motion, good depth. You want to keep that chest up, boom, and bring it back up. Importantly, keep your chest up. You don't want to be leaning forward, you're going to injure yourself. You don't want to be leaning back, you're going to injure yourself also. Stay on the heels, keep your chest up, go into a nice good squat, bring it back up again. Make sure your legs aren't caving in. Don't want to cave in like this. Don't want to be shaking, it's too heavy. Bad form, you're going to injure yourself. Keep your heels, keep your weight on the heels. Go down, bring it back up again. Keep the chest up. And that's the important thing, is safety. Again, reiterate that. Please do not do these movements. The deadlift, the back squat, please don't do these movements if you don't know how to properly do them. At the very least, do them with very low weight until you understand proper. So we're going to be covering the deadlift now. So what I really want to stress is please make sure you do this with the correct form. If you do not do deadlift with the correct form, you really can injure your back. You have to be very, very careful to listen to the instructions I'm giving you if you've never done a deadlift before. I'm going to show you two types of deadlifts today. The first is the conventional deadlift. Then I'm going to show you a stiff leg deadlift. Conventional deadlift, you're going to really work on isolating those quad muscles, a little bit of the lower back, and a little bit of the hamstring. But mainly it's a great quad lower back workout. Okay, so the way you're going to do this is you're going to load your bar with the weight that you feel comfortable with picking up. Please don't go and throw on 45s and multiple 45s and think you're just going to lift that up. It's not going to happen. Start with a low weight, start with low reps, and see what you feel comfortable with first. Okay, so the main setup for the conventional deadlift is bringing that bar right about to your shins. You're going to line it up with your shins. You're going to stand with your feet not really shoulder width apart, but right about in between your hands, because what you're going to do is your hands are going to come right beside your legs, and you're going to pick it up this way. So I like to pick it up with the mixed grip, so that means one of my hands is facing this way, the other one is facing the opposite way. But you can also just have both palms facing down, which is what the typical way is for doing a deadlift. So I'm gonna do a mixed grip, but the important thing is what I'm gonna do is I'm not gonna lean forward like this and then just pick it up. No, I'm actually gonna lower myself down with my back flat, and I'm gonna grip the bar like this. As you can see, my back is flat. I'm not bent, I'm not hunched over like this. I'm not bent forward like this. My back is flat, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna slowly roll this bar up my legs, up my thighs, and I'm gonna stand up straight. As you can see that I haven't done anything except lift the bar right up my legs, and I'm gonna roll it back down slowly, keeping my back flat. Roll it back down my thighs, roll it back down my legs. You should be touching your legs still. At no point should the bar and your legs stop having contact. So again, let me demonstrate. Flat back, up my legs, up my thighs, boom. You just kind of roll back, stand up straight. Again, down the legs, flat back, boom. Chest up, always. Make sure you're just confident and your chest is up and straight when you're bringing that bar back, and you will be successful at the deadlift. I'm going to demonstrate the stiff leg deadlift. So what makes the stiff leg deadlift different from the conventional deadlift is we're really going to be focusing in on your hamstrings, which is this muscle back here. Okay, so in this case, again, you're going to make contact with the bar, let your legs make contact with the bar. You're gonna stand with your legs a little bit closer together, and you can still use the mixed grip, or you can use palms facing down, whichever one you feel comfortable with. And you're gonna again have that flat back, and a bend over. You're gonna pick up the bar, stand up straight. Now what's different about this is you're gonna re-bend and bring the barbell back down to the ground, or at least close to the ground. You don't have to touch in this case if you don't have the ability to. And you're gonna keep your legs straight. And watch as I demonstrate this. Keep your legs straight, keep your flat back. Boom, touch if you can. Bring it back up again. Now your legs are gonna bend just slightly, only slightly, but really the point is to keep your legs as straight as possible. You're gonna bring it down. Boom. Bring it back up again. If you don't have the ability to touch the ground, you don't have to. Just go about shin width, shin height. Bring it back up again. Here you go. Now what's different here than the conventional deadlift is you remember for the conventional deadlift, I went down, I rolled it down my thighs, and I bent my knees completely. And then I brought it back up again, just like this. For stiff leg deadlift, you see my legs are staying completely straight for the most part, then boom, I'm bringing it back up. Okay, ladies, so I know you guys are waiting for this. If you guys want to build the booty like the Instagram models, you're gonna want to do some glute workouts. Now, one of the best workouts for that is doing hip bridges. Okay, ladies, so you're gonna take the barbell, and typically what you'll do is you'll have plates on this, so you'll just roll it up your legs. You actually start on the ground, and you would just roll it up your thighs. So you'd start with the weight down here. You just roll it up your legs right about to your waistline. And again, you're going to place your elbows on the bench, like so. Bring your legs up, but you're gonna stabilize it. Bring your legs up to where they're flat on the ground. Place your elbows on the bench, and kind of just be where you can at least tap it a little bit, because it's gonna be a little bit off balance. And you're gonna use your legs to push through. Boom. Just push it up, kind of help balance it out a little bit, because when you have weights, it's going to be a little heavier, a little harder. Just push through the heels. Focus on tightening. If you have any questions, please do leave comments in the comment section. If you feel like you want to know a little bit more leg workouts, we can talk more about that. Just send me messages and I can take care of that for you. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, like, comment, share, and subscribe. And catch you guys on the next video. Definitely doing back next, so be on the lookout for that. Thanks.